On the outside is JK. Oh, we've got one upside down. We've got one upside down. He's gone, but it won't be good enough. And Brock Atkins is the Australian champion by 2 car lengths.
Ash Media's coverage of the Australian Junior Sedan title proudly brought to you by Speedway Sedans Australia.
Over to you, Jason.
Thank you very much. And the chief steward for this event from Queensland is Alan Jennings, stewarding his 6th Australian Junior Sedan title. He's the one who will make the ultimate calls this weekend. Here's heat 1 of 15 for tonight. All about set to go. Jake Richter in number 99 and Jeremy Gorski on the first 2 rows. Lawrence Bullen and Paige Ellison on the first 2 rows on the outside. Here we go. The Australian Junior Sedan title for 2015-16 is all go. The green lights come on. It's a pretty good start. They're 4 wide now though, and charging through the field is car behind. Brendan Leroy has already made his way up several spots. So we've got Shandangle further back. The yellow lights will come on. We've got 2 cars facing each other down there in turn 1. Brock Jackson in car number 45 didn't get a very good start, and neither did 46. Paige Ellison. They're pointing at each other down there in turn number 1. So an untidy start as it turned out, and we've got a complete restart to come your way.
Come back for the 99 car, dropping the first heat.
Absolutely.
This one, of course, brought to us by our great mates at Pepsi Max. And Pepsi Max sold right around the ground at behind the pits and behind the tower and all the canteens. Don't forget they've got ice cold slushies, so grab yourself plenty of those. So Jason, it looks like we're set to go racing.
Yep, 10 cars, 8 laps the journey. Past the big crowd down there in Pitts Bend, all the families and crew watching on as we get ourselves a green light. We're back underway in the opening heat, and it'll be Gorski who leads them down the main straight. They're 3 wide, and Brendan Leroy sneaks through the middle. Lawrence Bullen left a bit of a gap there, and that's allowed Brendan Leroy to sneak right away. And well, even 7.5 laps from home, he looks like he's going to be very hard to beat. The second quickest car yesterday in practice. He moves into the main straight and has a pretty handy lead after 1 lap. Ellis Dickinson from Tasmania is second. Up there in 3rd place in Queensland 32 is Matty McGee. Then back to Jeremy Gorski. He's been passed now by the 44 of Carly Walsh, and also Harry Ross, who's come from the back of the field to be up into 5th place. So come out of Pitts Bend through the shadows of the trees and back into the sunlight. It's Brendan Leroy, the race leader. He's out by 1.6 seconds from Ellis Dickinson, who's under from Matty McGee, who gets through to second. So it's Queensland first and second. Dickinson from Tasmania third. Carly Walsh is under pressure from Harry Ross, who, as I said, has come from the very back of the field now up to 4th place. Caleb Lincoln there right with them in 6th. Walsh fights back on the inside of Ross as they move down the main straight. They're now coming up to lap a car, and that is the 46 car, Paige Ellison. As they come out of turn number 3 and 4, it's actually listed on the screen as Danielle Ellison, but it is Paige. So another lap put together, 3 down, and it's Brendan Leroy out in front. Matty McGee in 2nd place. Got past Ellis Dickinson the last time around. Harry Ross is on the charge. Back there in 5th, Carly Walsh. Behind Carly is the 8 car of Caleb Lincoln. A gap back into Jeremy Gorski. On the outside is Lawrence Bullen, and then back to Brock Jackson and Paige Ellison. Halfway home, 4 down and 4 to go for Pepsi Max. The opening heat, the Australian title. Brendan Leroy out by 2.2 seconds. 2nd place is still Matty McGee. Back there in 3rd is Ellis Dickinson, then Harry Ross, who's starting to close as they move down the main straight once again. 3 to go for Brendan Leroy. Matty McGee still 2nd. Dickinson is about to have Harry Ross on the back bumper. A gap back to 5th place, which is now Caleb Lincoln. Carly Walsh on the outside from Victoria. Back into Lawrence Bullen, then Gorski in 8th. 9th place is the 45 of Jackson, and last car running is Paige Ellison. 1 lap to go now for our race leader, which is Brendan Leroy. As the white flag is out, back to Matty McGee. The challenge is for 3rd and 4th, Ellis Dickinson from Tasmania, and Victoria 18 of Harry Ross, who come from the very back of the field. But that's the challenge for 3rd and 4th. Here's our winner at the opening heat, Queensland number 9, Brendan Leroy, first across the line. Great set of laps, led from the get-go really. Matty McGee 2nd. Dickinson has held on for 3rd, but a great drive by Harry Ross from the back to get 4th. Caleb Lincoln is fifth, then Carly Walsh, Lawrence Bullen, Jeremy Gorski, Brock Jackson and Paige Allison is the last car to complete the distance. Jake Richter unfortunately didn't do a lap. 2 minutes 29.625 for the 8-lap journey. 2.047 was the winning margin, and the quick lap of the race was an 18.601 by Matty McGee, who finished second to Brendan. Sorry, the quick lap was actually Brendan Leroy, 18.481. I'll get it right. And he'll be down, Brendan Leroy, talking to Stridey in just a moment. But a great drive to start the night.
It certainly was, and the interesting thing was Leroy and McGee came from, well, the back half of the pack, starting out at positions 6 and 7 respectively, both from Queensland, so well versed at racing each other. As we get set to head down trackside with Stridey.
Thanks, Alan, and Brendan Leroy from Queensland, mate. It's a long, long way from Queensland to Tassie. What a great way to start your title.
Yeah, I can't be disappointed with that. That was really good. Car handled excellently and can't be disappointed.
Mate, how did you find the track?
Yeah, right now it's really, really good, but how long will it stay like that?
Hopefully all night.
Hopefully.
Good luck, mate.
Thank you.
Apologies for the little technical fault there with the sound. We'll try and fix that for the next heat.